Right.
That's right.
It was kind of like, oh, okay, like, yeah, like you wouldn't even know what this looks or feels like, right? If you were in a cage or gone.
Right.
We want you here, man. We love you. We need you. This family loves you. I love you. I'm crazy about you. No, like I'll never forget the first time I laid my eyes on that boy and held him in my hands. It's just like you got to understand what you mean to the rest of us as well. But unless you believe in yourself and love yourself the same way, you're not going to figure it out and not going to get it together. I had to literally consider the fact that if I had to really come back and do something, like, can you imagine the kind of stress that certain families have had to live with because, the daddy or the uncle knocked the son out.
Right.
And now he and his sister haven't talked for years, but it was like, I had to do it, sis. Like, that's not, I don't want that to be our story.
I think it's interesting that, raising Black children really, is about survival, right?
So much.
It's like, it's not just, it's not just raising kids so they can grow up and be part of society. Like we're we're really raising kids to keep them alive.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the challenges that we have as Black parents, when we think about, and especially having a son, like your son is 3, I think about our jobs as fathers of daughters, that's one set of obstacles.
Right.
But then raising a Black boy is a whole nother set of obstacles and fears and
some
survival.
Of them some of them very different.
Man, and the things that we have to instill in our kids, right? Like, you can't do what
they are.
Yeah, you can't do what they do.
Yeah,
there's a difference. It's just different.
Yeah,
raising Black kids, preparing them for the world out there.
Like there was literally a situation again with him, which is the and I'll leave that alone because I don't want to keep breaking him through the coals right now either. But again, we joke about it. They're all much lighthearted about this moment and other moments now, right? That's the thing. Once you go on the other side, you can be like, right. But there was an incident at a playground, and because it's a playground that was Black children and predominantly Black boys, the response by law enforcement to whatever kind of event was a completely different response than if we were in a different community and there were, different children or more diverse.
Over the top and unnecessary.
Of children there. Yeah, so, even that, it's that kind of reality that we're talking about, right? It's driving while Black, right? We got to keep adding the Black to it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. But, it would be nice that, we're just driving. Like, no, I'm not just driving. I'm driving and I'm Black and I'm a male and masculine and dominant or maybe perceived, to be overly dominant or threatening by somebody. All the stuff you have to think about.
Right.
That ain't even your stuff.
Right. And I'm wearing a hoodie. You know what
I mean?
And it's interesting when people,
and it's Georgia.
Talk about Black people, not Atlanta, but Georgia. There's a difference.
Yeah.
But when people talk about, why do Black people make everything about race? But it's like every day of our lives, our existence is filtered through.
We wish we didn't.
Right. We don't. It's not.
I like being Black.
What's it?
I like being Black.
Yeah, it's not a complaint about being Black.
Right.
Okay.
At all. But when people say, "Why do we make everything about race?"
Because we can't avoid it.
Right.
Yeah,
we live in a society where every single day we are forced to think about race, whereas other non-Black people, other ethnicities can go through life and not even have to think about what they are unless they're confronted by a Black person about the issue of race.
Right.
Yeah, people think you're making stuff up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we make
You're like,
everything
no, I
about
just need
race.
to pick up my food, but no one's serving me.